mote of light kind of floating around your... yeah, so you look in. Yeah, there's this little tiny thing. It's like... you know, it's the size of a pillbox.
Okay.
It's sitting right in the middle of the ground, and there's nothing else in this little chamber.
Detect magic on it?
There's no... Well, there's a lot of magic coming from the mage's private sanctum.
Okay. I will take it with me.
Okay, so you reach down and you pick it up. It's a little chest, yeah, that belongs in a dollhouse. Seems to be made out of fine material. Do you have an appraise?
I do have an appraise. 20.
Yeah, somebody went through a lot of trouble making the little fittings on the end made out of mithril, and there's silver running on each end, and it's like made out of dark wood, and it's got...
Does this remind me of a thing used for a spell? Reminds Adam of a thing used for a spell. Alright. 19.
No.
Okay, I try to open it.
Okay. There's a little hinge. You can just go... There's nothing inside.
Okay, I will put it in my pocket.
Okay.
And I will later learn the spell that the thing goes with. I will go come out, push the button again.
Okay. You might be at the temple of the inquisitors for some time.
I am going to go speak with
Devala?
I'll make certain that she's okay.
Yeah, she's fine. She's able to heal herself a bit.
Okay, I make certain that the kid that I color sprayed in the face is okay.
Yeah, the kid. Did we get her? You know, like, yeah, the kids bounce back pretty easily.
Yeah. Yes, we did. We got her good. I will let the kids downstairs.
Hit me with the colors. You know, you're kind of avoiding that nonsense as you're...
Yeah, no, we're not. The inquisitors are outside. I will use my arcane bond to levitate the kid that wanted to fly. Okay. That I learned while I was at work.
Grab your spell books and your alchemy shit and go to...
Yeah.
Okay. So you've got your adventuring gear on you. Got it.
I got my adventuring gear.
Okay.
Yeah. And... Okay.
All right. So, the coaxing of the little fucker out of the boy doesn't go so well in the first couple of days. Apparently they're summoning the right priest who might have the right spells to do this. And then news of this possession has kind of gone up the Inquisition ranks. And there are actual whispers that they might have to summon a sovereign to help out with this. They are definitely concerned.
What is their plan to keep the kid unconscious?
They don't. They just tie the kid down to a bed, and they've got all sorts of holy symbols, and they might have a mild
this is not good.
A mild sort of sleepy incense that is going.
No. No. Problem is I can't afford.
All right. So you kind of fret over that. They allow you to see the child. The child's awake. You do talk to the child. But there are other people that are at the palace, or at least nearby. Ahmed, let's go back to Aryxes and you.
All right, back to the main characters.
Metal
After what just
Tor!
happened, no.
Metal Tor and
It's the cover of a metal album and a guy who shouldn't be there.
It's like, I'm a centaur with a big fucking axe. I have a sling.
I've got a stick with a bit of string on it.
Fuck this. I'm going. Fuck this. I'm just going home. Poop.
I wasn't meant to fight demons. What are you talking about? Okay, so there's Kruger and Eldon Burrows. Oh, it says I already have them on the map. Oh, there they are.
That's actually a great character concept.
What, the one that just goes home?
No, trains to be a demon hunter, and then the first time he encounters him goes, I did not know. Fuck that. I'm going back to hunting orcs and
I really
goblins.
wasn't planning this. I did
I
not see
retrained
that.
all of my favorite enemies.
This was a mistake.
Okay.
Do these people at their temple have a library?
Yeah. You're allowed into the place like you're a concerned parent in a hospital, and probably given that much room to explore the temple. Like, you're not
There's
going into where they
doors
store the
that have,
medicine.
like,
You're not going into where
100
they store
skulls
the...
on them, and those are the ones
So
that are allowed
they
to go through.
had to tell him not to, because he was going to the place where they store the medicine. He was
Right.
gonna go make something.
They told you to go away and sit back down and wait. They gave you some
And
food
then he
and
tried to go into the library. They might have told him to go away. I don't know how
Yes.
they...
No, they
told us,
yeah, the libraries are not... There's full of occult lore and shit in those libraries.
Yeah.
No.
You'd go in there and ask, what about the demon possession books?
And the giant map of like the Inquisitors map where they keep track of who these people are and that sort of thing. We'll get back to you in a second.
Yeah. Sorry.
You basically Eldon Burrows and Aryxes, I guess, receive some healing after reciting before you recite your Crusader's Oath. Your dog is healed as well. And you are given, because of your service, a 3-day pass at lodging at any inn in Crusaders Square, and orders to report to the office of the Crusader General after the Armasse celebration.
Okay. So 3 days to do whatever, and then go to celebration. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is the city I'm stationed in, or the town I'm stationed in?
Yeah, so you actually have to go through, and they're going to hook you up with a caravan that will lead you to this place. But apparently, the Armasse celebration, 3 days, is a 3-day celebration, celebrating past victories. I'll get a better description of it.
Okay.
But you were being shipped to the front, and you're told that the Crusader General that is there is the person that you should report to after you enjoy the celebration.
Got it.
News from the front. Demons are moving up in the south flank. Casualties are heavy. Word from the Sky Marshal says, keep fighting. We'll have our day. Would you like to know more?
No more. Touche, sir. Touche.
Traditionally, an opportunity for scholars and priests to come together to study lessons of history of the wars of the past. This holy day over time has become more about training commoners in weaponry, choosing squires, and ordaining new priests. Over time, Armasse has grown into a compass jousting competition, mock duels, battle reenactments, and other festivities, including parades. The celebration in the city that you're in, which is called Valderas, is eagerly being anticipated, for it provides distractions from, fighting demons and being on the front line of wars, and those brave souls that actually go into the World Wound territory to face demons.
Okay.
Smiles on normally marred and downcast eyes. Smiles on faces normally marred by downcast eyes and furrowed brows do wonders for the city and the morale in the weeks leading up to the event. Armasse is a city-wide celebration. And Crusaders Square is the perfect place for you guys to have rooms.
Okay. I guess we're friends now. Is that
you and Aryxes, yeah. It feels like the two of you just happen to be kind of joining the Crusaders at the same time.
You're just gonna say that. You're gonna be like, so I guess we're friends now.
Well, we fought together. We're hanging out together. We don't know anybody. Might as well.
I actually need to get Adam and John to the Crusader Square. So, is there anything specific that you want to do in the town during the celebration?
Get to know. He's really gung ho for it. He's like, yeah, I just joined the army. I'm ready to go. That kind of thing. Like he's.
Aryxes seems to also be eager, but he's able to temper it a little bit. His wisdom's 20. Yeah. So it'll come when it comes. The key is just to be ready when you wait.
That's good advice. I guess we can just enjoy the celebration for now.
I don't know why they're celebrating. The World Wound is still there. Demons are still on their world.
People are probably dying as we speak.
Seems a bit mature to me. Premature, I guess.
He's gonna. Oh, it's like, yeah, he doesn't get it. I don't have the stats to get it. I don't understand it, but if we're to be here.
Okay. So you travel away from the metropolis of what do we call it? The names are yet in my mind. Monte Plata, away from the Silver Mountain, around Crusaders Bay, which is a large bay that it's nestled into the north and towards the World Wound. The World Wound, all you can kind of see from here is that it's just suffused with darkness. There is a horrible cloud front, and it just you feel hope drain from you the closer that you get to this place. Despite the size of Valderas and the number of people that live here, over 10,000, the best is hopeful, moments of hopefulness. But you do see city streets that are not like your shire towns. Mm-hmm. They're not happy open places with farmers and that sort of thing. They're heavy wooden doors, lots of stonework, fortifications, everyone wandering around armed. Perhaps this celebration will help raise their spirits. Is there anything you wanted to do in the town? Like, do you have money to spend, or?
There's one thing I did want to see if I can find, and it's these shoes that you put on the horses to give them or mounts to give them a bonus to movement. I think I have 1,000 gold left, and I don't know how much it costs.
Horseshoes of speed?
No, I have 163. Fuck. Yeah, horseshoe to speed. That's what I'm looking for.
And you have 163 gold?
Yeah, it's not enough, I know, but at least I can find one, figure out how much it costs, and go from there.
Okay, give me an appraise check. Or a knowledge arcana, or a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy is cool. $24s.
You find out the approximate cost of horseshoes of speed, which is about 3,000 gold.
Fuck. Okay.
Wait. Horseshoes? Is that some sort of joke?
No. Oh, so, well, obviously nothing meant. But I've heard of these shoe items that you can put on, like a four-legged creature that lets it move much faster.
He's looking at you, like, searching to see if there's any hint of a joke here.
I was hoping to put it on, No, you get the idea. Kruger could definitely use some movement boosts.
Alright. You seem to have planted an idea in Aryxes' head, as he's now curious about these horseshoes of speed as well.
They cost about they cost about 3,000 gold, which I do not have, but I'm going to save for it.
Well, there's one thing about demons that have taken over this northern country. The people that used to live in this northern country no longer need their things and their treasures. It may be sad, but it's true.
If these items do not have any owners, then they can be claimed. If there is existing wealth without anyone to put claim to it.
Well, I'm not of a tribe that typically shods their hooves. If there's magic to make me move quicker, it's something I'd consider.
Alright. It's something I'm going to be looking forward to. Getting a little bit more distance.
Okay, so you planted a really important goal in Aryxes' mind. He now wants to buy horseshoes of speed.
Big bit and bridle.
A nice saddle.
I believe you're straying into joke territory,
Right.
also known as Masterwork Great Axe territory.
Masterwork. Hoof to the face territory.
This guy.
What he may not realize is that horseshoes of speed only work on animals, and he'd probably have to pay twice as much to get it to work on monstrous humanoids. But that's a hoof to a face somewhere down the line. Okay, so you guys spend some time in Valderas asking about magic items, and you do find that there is a bit of a magical marketplace here. Just to give you an idea, Valderas has a 7th level spellcasting market, a base value of 8,800 gold pieces, and a purchase limit of 40,000. There are 10,000 people that live in this large city.
We need to send other people notifications about this place. Guy who could use some stuff.
You should probably try out the capital city of Vosgard, which is the capital of like 3 or 4 kingdoms. Yeah, you should
Probably
go there.
Yeah.
Oh, we just said fuck it.
No, you guys are like, King of Vosgard, meh.
They're like
Anyways,
Vikings.
On a different world, maybe somewhere around the similar time. Okay. The tusked captain of yours, John. I'm trying to synchronize where everyone is right now.
Okay. Durant, yep.
You know, there's just a kind of off-the-cuff conversation. We haven't had a wizard specialist in the inquisitors' ranks for a while.
And
First, a lot of the inquisitors don't trust wizards.
for good reason. They often seek power.
But there's one
For the sake of it.
that's marked as a sovereign pet.
He sort of nods at that, like, yeah, that's what we call them privately.
Means that he might be trusted.
That's racist.
Perhaps. You considering... I didn't think you were looking to recruit.
Just something to keep an eye on. He's not actually saying, like, there are probably specialists or lower ranking or inquisitor... Those that aren't part of the divine core, but those that might have skills that inquisitors need.
Right.
He seems to be most concerned and interested about this possession. And these children are not his. He lets them live there for free.
With your blessing, I might put in a request to see about having him attached.
You did good work. Not only did we break up a pit of thieves, but we have a demon that might very well be interrogated. There are a few others that are staying on the south side of the Crusaders, of the Crusaders Square for the Armasse. They apparently fought demons that tried to sneak their way through Monte Plata to the Crusaders' citadel, trying to worm their way off-world.
Damn, they're getting bold.
I wonder how they got that far.
Cultists, no doubt. Abyssal sympathizers. Degenerates.
Still, they were impressed. Some sovereign gave them stay. And they also gave me these. And he gives you a couple of Crusaders tokens. These Crusaders tokens have got silver in them.
Okay.
Go and meet these two Crusaders that have already bled themselves in demons before they step foot on Voros. See if they have any merit. And bring that wizard with you. Show him
Shall be done, Chief
show
Inquisitor.
him that there are benefits to service.
It shall be done, Inquisitor.
He was interested in going into our library.
No doubt. Those types are always
Under our guidance, perhaps.
poking their noses into knowledge that does not concern them.
Under our guidance, perhaps this sovereign pet could learn a thing or two that could help us in our battle. While the Puritans will not like it, knowledge is key to fighting these things.
You know me well enough. I've never been on the side of Puritans. I know there are those who call us radical, but sometimes it takes a radical approach to root out heresy and corruption.
It's not too radical, he says. He gives you the two tokens.
Well, you know what the Puritans say. Anything that deviates is too radical.
Oh. That man you rescued.
Yes, the so-called angel.
He's your third. He's apparently some nobleman priest of a cult of Palor that lives close to a sun.
Chief Inquisitor, are you assigning me a retinue?
Perhaps.
Shall I consider this a evaluation to promotion?
Just go and see if these men are of any worth to the Inquisition.
As you wish. It shall be done.
Icon, however, he's some sort of nobility amongst Azamar. Apparently there was some prophecy for his coming. Nobility, however, you and I know that can result in weak bloodlines. But under interrogation, we did ascertain he was trying to convince people to live better lives.
He's come to the wrong city if that's what he wants.
And did not quite realize the danger he was in going on into that Mahjong palace.
It's a good thing I came across him when I did, then.
Some of the priests have said that he's touched by the divine.
Are you sure this isn't a punishment, Chief Inquisitor?
No. But you've shown yourself able to work with those that others cannot.
It's my personal gift. Now, if there's nothing else, I'd like to be off. We're losing daylight.
Sure. The Sovereigns prophesized beings and demon slayers from other worlds. There will be many eyes on the lot of you. Make sure you clean your ass and kiss ass if you come across any benefactors.
I'll take your advice.
Benefactors are like people who are friendly to the Inquisition or friendly to the Crusades, or merchants and nobles that that support the Crusade. Loyal craftsmen, people who tithe regularly, like basically people who are part of the machine.
People who pay their protection fees on time, or their sin fees, or whatever they're called.
Well, if you didn't sin so much, you wouldn't have to pay your indulgences.
They were paying somebody at that gambling hall. They weren't saying we didn't.
Yeah. That's that's the
That's a
underbelly.
problem for another person.
Right.
They didn't send me to there. They didn't send me there to deal with that.
You're
They
not
sent
the
me
Inquisitors.
Punches the watchman.
Custodes, yeah.
Okay, so Hadrian, you notice that Icon is still lingering around. I'm so sorry about your boy there. I hear he's having a bit of trouble. Perhaps the grace of Palor through Icon can heal his way.
Did you know that when you speak about yourself in the third person, it makes humans kind of off?
Noted.
How many of those badges did I get?
3. One for yourself, one for Phi, and one for Icon, I think.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
You wouldn't happen to know how to do exorcism, would you? Exorcism?
I'm Icon. Of course I can.
Sense motive.
Sure.
23.
He's a 16 on his bluff. No, he's full of himself. Through me speaketh Palor, and Palor is the light of day on many worlds.
Interesting. So, what about a world that has no light?
Oh,
A dark world?
what a travesty. I must go there and bring them the light of Icon. And Palor through me.
Fi is looking for
Did you know I'm from a
no,
world where
pupils, bloodshot eyes.
Do you know that
twitching.
I'm from a world where there is never dark? On Solaria, we are but on the corona of a sun.
Sounds hot.
Our faith keeps us cool and provideth everything that we need.
So if I threw a fiery bomb of mere mortal strength, that wouldn't harm you?
Oh, well, my shell is weak compared to that of the gods, but my spirit is ever enduring.
So they were going to sacrifice you to something, yes?
Yes, it was most dreadful. But
Did you catch the name that they were sacrificing? Were they mumbling something?
it was through my actions and deeds that brought light upon those evil doers, and they would not have done their evil were I not there. Icon provided the light upon the dark beetles that scampered in the dark, and the tieflings did cry out to... Oh, what was her name again?
You've heard the story of the hunters and the fox, and they were trying to catch the fox, so they had to get a hare. You were the hare, yes?
What's a fox?
Never mind. It's similar to a fox is a small vulpine species.
Yeah.
They are intelligent, small, very similar to canines, like dogs.
And what gods do they worship? This is the point where you walk into the conversation, Hadrian.
His eyes are moving at the right. They're not like.
Yes, he has a flare of intelligence. He just seems to be very high on.
Hadrian
himself.
walks up to Icon, pins a badge onto him. Welcome to the Inquisition.
Are you gonna fix him first?
I'm feeling quite fine.
I'm sure he's all right as he is.
Does that make me an inquisitor?
No.
Are you inquisitive? Do you inquisit?
However, you now operate under my auspices, and by extension, the auspices of the Grand Legate Inquisition.
You're officially inquisitive.
He turns toward Fi and reaches out to pin a badge on him.
It appears I am also inquisitive. Does
At least
this
for
mean I
now.
get my boy back?
As soon as he is back. However, in the meantime, we're going to stop this from happening to anyone else.
This means I can go in the library, right? He's chewing on something. No.
Yes, with supervision.
Fi stands up and starts walking to where the library is.
Okay.
Come, you need to supervise.
All right. You're stopped
Hadrian
from,
shrugs and,
you're
all right,
stopped
I
from
guess that
entering,
works.
entering the library, and somebody tells you that this is a Crusaders token for free lodging at a place in Crusaders Square, and not a badge.
You seem to be mistaken. I was told by a very reliable source that this meant I could go in the library.
No. They don't let you into the library.
Not yet, Fi.
Oh, does mine get him into the library?
No,
I'm
no, no.
Icon of the Light of Palor.
Does one of these get me into the library?
No, there's a very
He's an angel.
exasperated guard. That I am an angel of faith.
Come now.
Is there a guard here who looks particularly dumb?
Dumb.
Untalkative.
Now you've just got the one that's at the door that's not letting you in.
I memorize his face
Okay.
and dress
All right.
for reasons.
Okay, so Inquisitor, why are these two here? This is the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors. This is a restricted area.
These two
So-
are working for me currently.
Okay. They do not have clearance. I'm sorry.
I am aware. I've come to fetch them. We have things to do.
Enjoy Armasse, he says.
And you.
All right, you guys find yourselves after some time. You leave. You
They don't let
heard-
us into the library.
Nope.
You heard Icon who wants to share the word of the light of Palor, and Icon who delivers the light of Palor. This guy is full of himself.
He's got some.
Don't worry. As an inquisitor who's 70 years old, I listen to a lot of pious speeches and learn to turn them out.
Right.
Uh,
It's like he's drank his own Kool-Aid and then peed it out and drank it again. You know,
Oh,
like
God, he's
it's-
drinking
it's-
this-
It's
triple
He
distilled.
gargled that shit.
When you
That
when you
tastes
find
good.
yourselves going to the south part of the Crusader Square, where there's basically a huge monuments of dedicated to the past Crusaders, and you meet some of the fellow demon slayers that you were told to go and that you should go and meet. Apparently, there's a grand speech that is to happen. And there's rumors that some of the sovereigns themselves might show up.
Haven't seen one speak in quite a while.
Give me a knowledge arcana. There's a sovereign that lives in this city.
Oh,
But he's mute.
Knowledge nobility, knowledge arcana.
18 knowledge arcana, 18 knowledge nobility. Look at them d4s.
Damn.
Okay. Sovereign Terendelev is a female ancient silver dragon that lives in the city. You know
Holy
that
shit.
You know that she coordinates with some of the Crusader generals and the important prelate on special missions. She's also very active. She's known for standing up to a balor that tried to break the Wardstones.
Scary lady.
Yes.
Nice.
But no,
She's a scary lady. Try to avoid her.
the rumors are not that she's going to be here because she's always like kind of around. The rumors that that Sovereign Queen Galfrey herself, the most ancient and matriarchal ruler of the sovereignty, might very well come to Armasse, to the largest city on the World Wound border, to deliver a speech. Of course, there's always rumors that Queen Galfrey is going to come, but she's actually her title is actually Sovereign Galfrey, but they call her the Sovereign Queen. Human need for hierarchy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So,
And so, do you know what? Do you know why the silver dragons came to my world? Says Aryxes. This is you
Tell
guys are
me.
walking to a place where there's this beautiful view veranda overlooking the Crusader Square, where you might have a good scene of like the speeches and maybe some of the contests that are going on. There is a Targosian here. What the hell? Like you know that they're in the city, but this is like the depiction of Targos. And so, do you know why the silver dragons came? As part of the conquests of my world, we did great and glorious battle against a clan of bronze dragons. And this made sure that the metallic dragons out there paid attention to us.
Aren't the bronze dragons the good guys?
Quiet!
Across the room.
Quiet! In battle there is no good or evil. There is only victory and defeat.
Okay. Yeah.
We
Are we certain this is the right place?
I ignore the people in the
drunk in the
background.
room that is dominating the
Yeah, yeah.
conversation. He's the drunk centaur in the room that is dominating the religious discussion.
I may not agree with you. He takes his sling staff and slams it on the table. But I'll put my slings with your axe every day. Ding.
Again, there is no politics in war except for victory and defeat. He drinks.
Hadrian's just gonna kind of listen to these two and see what they talk about.
So, it was our greatest chieftain and shaman that crept into the dragon's lair, and with his axe of slaying came forth after a victorious battle with the dragon's head grown. I'll have to rewatch it to write down what the dragon's name was, but... And he dragged the dragon's head out and proclaimed final victory over the Targosian plains. From there we claimed the Songgate and sang the songs of our elders and the songs of our enemies and spread forth our falls and our axes to many worlds.
That doesn't explain how they're not the good guys. I shout that out, then I go back behind a person, so there's a person between me and him.
True. There was great soreness amongst the losers of that conflict. And true, we did have to do battle with the metallics and other dragons that we came across. Soon a peace was made. Peace, where they called upon the Targosians to fight the wars of the little ones. Little ones like you.
There's this look of understanding on Fi's face. They're like lemmings. You just throw them at the problem. That's horrible. He feels sorry for the centaur. Oh. I think I understand.
And so we hear the call of our war gods, huh, Paladin? And we come to this world to fight the war that you cannot win. And he points at the Crusader, or the Inquisitor, when he says, you cannot win. Making all the friends.
He just kind of casts a sidelong glance at Fi, like...
He's wearing his Crusader's tunic.
How many people are in this bar, Marty?
Well, now that an Inquisitor has come in here, it is you, Aryxes, your dog, an Inquisitor, some golden dude, and some tattooed elf.
There's just the five of us. Six of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, there are a few others. I'm going to actually grab their tokens. There's one guy who's a noble that doesn't seem to be afraid of actually talking to all of you.
I stand up and I give a speech, kind of summary speech, spinning his insulting comments and conversation into something like, "May all fallen comrades and brave warriors live forever with their gods, and their bravery sung forever. All drinks are... Next rounds are on me."
I think that... did he say all drinks? I heard all drinks.
Next rounds on... Next round! Only the next one.
Well, I'm with the elf, says Otis Wittershins, who who goes up to you. Hello, friend. Are you from Agrova? I'm on conversation layer.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of people
okay.
in this. It's kind of like a boxed seat at a sporting event. You know, like there's lots of room for lots of other people. There's food out and there's drinks and you seem to be a weird
diplomacy
lower.
check.
You could say
That was the point. That was the point of it, to do a diplomacy check.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a diplomacy check or perform oratory.
Yes, it's diplomacy.
You could say I'm from here. It works.
Do I get a bonus?
Crucible, if we're really
Sure.
counting.
+2.
27.
The halfling has come up to you and he's chuckling with the elf about hearing all drinks.
Yep, that's what I heard.
You from Agrova?
Oh, it is. I am young cousin.
Well, pot.
Sorry, what did he say?
What pot?
What part?
Oh. Yoldra.
Oh. Along Yoldra. Oh.
Yes. My blood comes from Agrova, but I am here to do battle with the demons,
Same here.
the devils.
We didn't go to Yoldra. We didn't quite belong. He gives you a wink. We came directly here. My family's one of the first that came to Voros.
Excellent then. You can be our new friend, our guide. How does that sound, my friend?
Guide? Are you
Yes.
lost, Crusader?
No, hardly. However,
the
sits, hops back down in his seat.
The
One
world
could
moon
always
is
use
that way,
more.
and the demons to slay are there. And it's also that way, and that way. He just pointed across the river. Anywhere across the river, really. Ah, Inquisitor, says a man to Hadrian. I sure hope that you are here to give us a little more scintillating conversation. He offers his hand.
I'm afraid the Inquisition is not. It's not. Conversation is not my specialty. We'll leave it at that.
A few words compared to these boors will be well accepted. And he shakes your hand if you...
Do I recognize this guy? Who is he?
Sure, knowledge local...
Oh
DC
boy.
24, I guess. He's...
Nope. I can't do that. I don't know who this guy is.
Alright.
Do I know who this guy is?
Now he's just dressed in merchant robes and seems to be hanging out with some
I'll
other people.
shake his hand then in case
Okay.
he's a
Yep.
benefactor.
Sure, he introduces himself as Bortha. Greetings, friend. There's an elf with like really wide eyes. He says Elvish to Fi.
Greetings. Hello.
I am Eravashnial, and you might be...
Hi.
He traces in the air in front of you a mage sigil.
I will trace his.
Okay, it is such a formal thing for him to do.
Oh boy.
Are you...
And I have my own sigil, which is the light of dawn and the light of the day, says Icon as he casts a light spell as everyone's being really formal.
He's
And
still...
And he wanders over to a decanter of wine. The wine, it not poureth itself.
He's broken. Don't mind him. Cultists poisoned his mind. We're trying to fix it. We're trying to clean it up. Don't worry about it.
Cultists? Ah, yes. You must be the ones that I heard a little bit of a rumor about wandering down in the In the Warrens, in the bad side of town, if you will?
No, they just... cultists were in my house, so that wasn't good. I'm now inquisitive.
Curious. I'm not sure exactly what you mean.
Sort of nod towards Hadrian.
Yep.
He makes me inquisitive.
They are working under the auspices of the Grand Legate Inquisition. Temporarily.
Wonderful. Is what he says.
So,
I am.
are you a demon hunter?
Oh no, not a demon hunter. I am from the I am a graduate of the Arcane School, however.
Do I recognize this guy? Now that he...
Eravashniel, yeah, give me a knowledge arcana with a +4 bonus because you were there.
38?
Hey, he's a conjurer. He was a grade or 2 behind you. Like a year or 2 behind you, which in elf fucking years means absolutely nothing. It's like saying, yeah, that guy was born in October and I was born in November, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, man.
You were there at the same time I was. Conjurer, yeah?
Yes. I recognize the tattoos. I think...
They're always changing.
Ah, yes, you are the wizard that... Oh, this is such a wonderful story. Do you mind if I tell it?
Go ahead.
5 minutes later. So then, the arcane sigil with the accent for the minor incantrix, and he's a poor storyteller. He's trying to tell the story about the alchemy bomb being used as an evocation spell and why the countering didn't quite work, and he's actually telling you the magical theory as to why you can't counter that type of
Why the
chemical
counterspell
reaction.
doesn't work.
Right. But he's ruining the story, except for it's a really interesting explanation. You're like, I'll have to remember that summary for when the wizards are like, nobody's paying attention to him anymore. Actually, he keeps on trying to get Icon's attention to like, and Icon's like drinking. He's drinking wine. Oh yes, the arcane. Yes, the light of learning. And he gives you a look like,
I blew up my professor.
You had to have been there, says Arashniel. It was hilarious. So, did the Crusaders get to fight?
Yes, I'm actually itching for the fight. Why 3 days? Mere hours more than enough.
How does this all work? Is he a chief inquisitor or a crusader? Where are the demons at?
Demons are perfidious creatures. They do not always show themselves. They must be rooted out, plucked from the ground. Root, stem, and branch.
Like arrowhawks hiding in the clouds. You have to set a trap for them, and you come riding in.
Yes, perhaps like that.
Totally alien analogy.
It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but sure.
Okay. I'm going to, you're all paying attention, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fireball the group of you. Oh,
Oh god, no. Not reflex saves! Reflex saves!
Marty, 2 gold for the drinks.
Sure.
It's a lot of money for drinks.
Well, he
Armasse
was all the drinks.
officially began at noon on this day, with the blessing of the festival by Lord Holrun himself, the ruler of Valderas. The crowd gathered in the plaza as the quiet aged inquisitor took the stage, clad in shining, resplendent armor. He cleared his throat, but just as he was about to speak, a bright light shone from the west, as if the sun were rising from the wrong direction. Horun's shadow fell huge and distorted across the cathedral's facade. A moment later, the sound of a thunderous explosion ripping through the air and earth, along with a violent tremor. To the west, a fortress known as the Kite, the location of Valderas' Wardstone, had vanished. In its place, a brilliant plume of red fire, lightning, and smoke erupted into the heavens. A moment later, a powerful roar accompanied a welcome sight rising from the crowd. Valderas' greatest guardian, the ancient silver dragon, Sovereign Terendelev, who had until that moment been attending an open ceremony disguised as a human. Above, another form appeared, as nightmarish as the dragon was breathtaking. A humanoid shape 3 times the size of any man, with skin coated in fire and lightning, gripping a flaming sword and whip. The creature's identity was immediately obvious, as people whispered the name in hushed tones. Khorramzadeh. The lightning king of the world wound had come to Valderas. The ground shook and disgorged demons into the streets. The dragon and the balor lord clashed above, and the fight was harrowing as earthquakes shook the ground. The balor cut deep into Terendelev's body, swooping down to strike the dragon and arresting her charge. A few more blows, and the titanic duel swirled around in the air, and that's when something climbed in to this area where all of you were standing.
That's not good.
Roll for initiative.
I am not surprised, because I'm not surprised.
Yeah, the room was just shaking, and buildings are collapsing, and something, the color of freshly flayed skin, as if it was missing its skin, with a long spear in its hands, kind of crawls into the window. As you are about to get the wish of Aryxes and the drunk Eldon.
You have a stupid wish.
Wrong.
You're fucking fired!
I'm not drunk. I'm Eldon. And I'm British. Never drunk. Or I fight better when I am drunk.
This is the same day, yes?
The same day as
the fight
No,
in the
this
house?
is days later.
No, this is days
later?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You have no spells. Your weapons are on the ground, and you're butt naked. Demonize.
Why am I naked?
Level 3. Go.
Again?
Why?
Why does this keep happening?
The demon breathes twice in the same round.
The emaciated figure looks like a horned human skeleton smothered with bone-type hide of slimy red leather. It is wielding a long spear. It is backwards.
It's a baby Babu.
It's gonna fucking die.
And we'll
It looks like Robot Devil.
First, with the tremors, I'm going to have you guys all roll acrobatics check DC 10 to start the fight on your feet. Aryxes gets a +4 bonus to this because he's got 4 legs. So does your dog.
Well,
Okay. Hawkeye, my whole hand now. Hawkeye.
I am not on my feet.
Can I fail this?
yes.
If you can get below 10.
Okay, I do
You can
not
always
roll
fail.
1.
Brown.
So, with the days having passed, could I have purchased a see invisibility scroll and scribed it into my book?
Do you have the money for it?
Yes.
Yeah, you should have just bought it as part of your starting gear then.
Well, I wanted to have